Hey everybody, welcome back to the Apple and Orange line and to another video. And it's been a little while since I've uploaded a new video, and I'll explain that. I just wanted to give a little channel update and kind of check in and get you up to date with what's going on here at the Apple and Orange line, apples and oranges. And I don't have any apples or oranges to juggle right now, but I'll get some next time. Anyway, so I've had a lot of things, a lot of big projects, all kind of coming together, both personal and work related. And so I've shot some videos, but I just haven't had time to edit and post them. So I do have a number of videos already shot. They just need to be edited and put together in a nicer format than this one. So I'm just trying to shoot this video almost live. I thought about going live, but then I thought, well, if I make a big mistake, then uh, I'm not sure exactly what I was going to say, but anyway, so I've had a couple big projects going on, and it's just been a big time killer. And then the other thing is I've mentioned on my channel before that I'm preparing to move, and the exciting part about the move is well, there's a lot of exciting parts about it, and we'll get into that more later. But one of the great things is I will once I get moved, I will have an opportunity to build a new proper layout and hopefully expand my collection and buy some new and old trains. So that's one thing I'm really excited about is, for example, I only really had one operating car, which was a U.S. mail car where the guy throws the mail bag out. And I don't know if I had any, I feel like I had something, a couple others that did have some kind of feature. But anyway, the operating accessories weren't really something I was into when I was a kid, but it's something I think is really cool. And I will probably collect some old operating accessories, the lumber mills and the ice plant and all those kinds of things. So that's something I'm interested in. The other thing I'm interested in is like post-war, some of the post-war trains, and so I'll probably collect those. And I'm pretty much all MPC era, so that's well, I am all MPC era, so that's something I may buy some more of. But I'm also really interested in getting into some of the new gear as well. So the operating systems and all that kind of stuff. I mean, all I really know are just old transformers. I was going to pick one up, but that one's wired in and that one's too far away. So anyway, so that's something that I will probably be working on over the next years once I get moved, starting a new layout and all that. The one problem I'm kind of where all these projects and work and personal stuff is all coming together is that I'm preparing to move. I'm selling this house, and I've leased a condo for a short period of time. So really, however long I need it. So hopefully it's maybe 3 months at the most. But I've got work to wrap up, business stuff to take care of in my hometown where I live, and then my plan is to move. I'll have more on that, like where I'm ending up and all that kind of stuff down the road. But I don't want to jinx myself. So, but anyway, so lots going on. Today's the last day of the. I'm sitting in front of the temporary plywood prairie layout that you've seen on the Apple and Orange line, and so I'll be taking that all down today. I've shot a couple new videos today. Again, I don't know when I'll get them up, but hopefully pretty soon. Once I get this kind of initial moving process going and selling this house and stuff, I'll have a little more time to do some editing and stuff like that. But I just thought I'd try to shoot a kind of a live video, almost live. And the other thing that is kind of cool is while I've been going through a lot of old stuff and in about every corner of the house, and I also had a storage unit where I had some stuff. And I was going through the storage unit the other day looking for one specific item, and then I've started finding all these things that I hadn't seen for years. And anyway, so I found one really important item. I couldn't believe it when I was in the storage unit, because there's one elusive item that I've been looking for, well, for a long time, for years actually. But since last November, I set up this temporary plywood prairie and started getting out my trains and running them. That was around Thanksgiving. And I was watching a lot of the YouTube videos. One that really struck me was RBP Trains had a video about MPC. And he was talking about, how cool, he'd bought an MPC set and he was showing it and how cool it is. And I was like, cool, wow, that's what I have, and this guy thinks it's cool, wow, okay. So then I was like, okay, I got to go start pulling my stuff out, and because I really didn't want to like open up and get into my trains as I was preparing to move, but I did. That was November, like the end of November at Thanksgiving, roughly. And throughout Christmas and everything, I got all my trains out. I started reviewing them and showing them on my YouTube channel, and then they're still here. I thought I was going to set them up for a few days or a week or something. It's 6 months later, here we are. So it's time to put the trains away and get busy with some important stuff. And then once I get to my final destination, I will be pulling the trains out again and setting them up. And I may still, I may keep them at my temporary quarters. I was thinking about whether I wanted to put my trains in storage. It gets really hot here starting about now. And so having them in more of a controlled climate and keeping them at my condo might be a better plan. I don't know if I'll be able to set them up, but I may be able to pull them out and do some more videos on, locomotives or certain cars or something like that. So I may do that a little bit more new content like that. I have a lot of content already shot that I can work with. So that's cool. And then, but I found this one item in storage that I've been looking literally for about 7 years. I've been looking. I know when I started looking for it, and I couldn't find it. Couldn't find it in the house. Couldn't find it. I thought maybe it was in the attic or something. I started going through the stuff in the attic and pulling that out, and I didn't see anything that looked like the box that I was looking for. I was looking for a box that was about this big, and just eluded me for so long. And I was in my storage unit over the weekend, and I was looking at just some of the boxes I had up on the shelves, and I was looking for one particular box that I knew was pretty close to the door. So anyway, I kept pulling out other boxes just to see what they were because I couldn't remember some of the stuff I had in there. And then all of a sudden there was this one box that was actually up on the left. It was like way up there, and I had to stand on some other boxes and they were like sinking as I was standing on them, and I was just determined to find out what was in that box because it was a funny looking box. Actually, it was an old box. It was a wine box, and it was old. And I had no idea. I did not think it was going to be the one item that's eluded me for so long. And I pulled it down, and I mean, wow, it was. You'll see when I show the video of this. It'll be a special video anyway. Wow. So going through stuff, I found this Lionel train video here, or book. Lionel Repair Manual, Greenberg's Repair and Operating Manual for Lionel Trains, 1945 to 1969. So that's a little, that's post-war. Just before my era, but a lot of the things on the trains are the same. And so I thought I had a repair manual like this, and so I found it. I was really happy to have found it, and it's got all kinds of little notes from my dad in here. So it's a really big find. As I was pretty sure I had a manual. There may be a couple more that are, maybe I've got an MPC era or something else, but one thing is that this is the one I was picturing in my head, and I found it again. It was just in a random place. But one cool thing is I have, some YouTube viewers have been very kind to point out a lot of the problems with my trains, or that they're poorly maintained and that I need to take better care of them. But that's fine. That's all fair. Fair criticism. They've been in storage a long time. I haven't really done anything with them since I've taken them out, other than just run them, check them out, see which ones work, which ones have issues. My New York Central 8600 Hudson that came with the New York Central Empire State Express box set definitely has an issue. If you saw my video on that a few months ago, you know that it didn't really run. It kind of almost had a little electrical short or something when I tried to fire it up. So I almost fired it up for real in the whole house. But so that one's got an issue. I know I've got a transformer that my dad wrote a note on there, like plug in outdoors. So I got to check that one out. My Grand Trunk GP7 has an issue because while I was shooting a video, one of my last videos, a train derailed. It was the Atlantic, Milwaukee Road Atlantic was going around and it derailed and was coming around and was about to crash into the back of the train as it was coming around the bend. And I jumped up to grab it. I tripped over the transformer, which the transformer fell on the floor. The wires that were wired into the track pulled the track. I had a second track next to my main line here that had the Jeep parked on it, and the Jeep took a tumble. So the Jeep, it suffered a little very minor damage. I think I can repair it. If not, I'll send it out and get it fixed properly. But so there's a few things that just need a little preventative maintenance, a little bit of repair and little refurbishment. So probably the biggest issue is the Hudson, and that's my favorite locomotives, I think. So it's unfortunate. The Jeep and the Hudson are probably my favorite diesel and my favorite steam engine. So that's a bummer of that deal. But thankfully I have the post-war repair manual. So at least I have a reference, and I can try to. I never really did any of this kind of stuff myself. My dad did it, or I was with him, but I was young, and so I do want to learn to do as much as I can myself, and so that's a good starting point. And then I found some other books. I've got the Diesel Spotter's Guide, which is pretty cool, and this was from like 1967. Yeah, originally 1967. So that'll be fun to look at. A lot of these things I've found, and I don't have time this week to go through them and look at them, but I will eventually. And then let's see here. We got the Lost Glory. I remember I bought this book when I was a kid. I saw it at some store. It's got the Nebraska Zephyr on the back. Kind of cool. And this was from, let's see, Ian Logan is the name of the author. Lost Glory, Great Days of the American Railways, for sure. This one was from 1977. And it's got, wow, the pictures are really cool. And then this one here's pretty cool. All Aboard the Golden Age of American Rail Travel. So these are pretty cool. That's how it was in the good old days, the glory days, the golden age. And then let's see here, a couple other cool things. I found the HO primer, and I think this was this is old. It has my dad's track plans. One of these, there's a whole bunch of different sketches that he did, but one of these is probably I think this is his. It almost looks like my, no, that's probably his. Anyway, so that may be the one that he actually did for the HO. That was our original layout before we got into Lionel. And then the final one is the Tyco 50th anniversary, 1926 to 1976 Tyco anniversary catalog. And, I think we had Tyco HO trains. Probably that's most of what we had. And then there's a Santa Fe right there. I think we had that right there. The Santa Fe. Was that a red bonnet there? And then what else? But ours were older. Ours weren't 1976. They're probably like 66. before my time, let's just say. And then we had that when I was from my earliest memories. And then I don't know what happened to the trains. And then the tracks. So the race tracks, we definitely had these. I was just thinking about these the other day. These like slot cars. Wow, curve huggers. These were fun, and so that's mostly what I remember of Tyco was our race tracks. And we had, like, I think every year for Christmas we got like some kind of a new racetrack once we kind of exited the Hot Wheel tracks, which were fun. The orange plastic Hot Wheel tracks, you could do loop-de-loos, and they go through a machine that would shoot them out and stuff. So anyway, the Tyco catalog is pretty cool. So I just haven't had a chance to really look through those or anything, but I just wanted to post a quick video. It's not very quick now, but it's 15 minutes, so probably time to wrap it up. Thank you for watching the Apple and Orange line, and please continue liking, subscribing, and checking in on the Apple and Orange line. I promise I will have more content coming out soon. I've got some on-location videos as well, and some more videos from the temporary plywood prairie here, which is going away right now. So I appreciate all your support and all my subscribers on the Apple and Orange line, and I will be back very soon. I can't promise when. Hopefully within a week I'll get another video up of a more proper video. And I'm still checking in and watching all your videos as well. So just haven't been as active on YouTube, just with everything else going on. Just too many things all colliding, coming together here. But it's all good, and we'll be into a new phase here pretty soon. In which that's the most exciting part, is once I finally get moved and to my permanent location and everything. Hopefully I'll have a house with a basement. If not, some kind of a room designated for train layout, and we'll start building, and we'll be documenting that whole process right here on the Apple and Orange line. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.